about 2 months old. He's the newest addition to the show. Yeah, I wanted to get an elephant, but they told me there wasn't enough cabin space.
You gotta watch my feet. Watch my feet. Yep, watch my feet. How high did they go? How high did they go? Yeah. About that high? Yeah. Full trick, huh? Yeah. Very nice.
Very good, very good.
You want to see again? Yes. Oh, I took a lot of energy, and it's really hard to do. My power is my energy. Yeah. It's, One more. Watch my feet. Yep. Watch my feet. Yep. You see how high? That's good. No magnets, nothing on my shoes, no wire.
Welcome to the presentation. There are several parts of the presentation. You just saw the video portion and we had a talk show portion. I'm going to perform a lot of tricks that are part of the magic set. Who did not see the show I did the other night? A few of you? Okay. This is not that show. They hire me, as I said, all the time from All in America to perform what I did the other night. This is a bonus. This is an extra thing, and this is because I'm going to have a lot of fun doing this. You're going to enjoy this. At the very end of the show, I'm going to run right over you guys, but that's at the end of the show, so just you can stay there for now, okay? Enjoy. In fact, yeah, if you want, right in the center there, if you want to just sit right down here in the front, there's a couple people in that center row. I think that's more of a safety thing that we have the exit, okay? Good. All right. Any question? Anyone from out of town? Good, we're here to have fun. Okay, my grandfather was not a magician, but he did have a drawer of puzzles and magic tricks, and we knew, my brothers and I, if we behaved when we were at his house, that we could play with that stuff. I now, not only did I play with it, I now have all those tricks. I even have the chest of drawers from him. I don't think they expected that, but I have it. This is similar to what he had. This is a little piggy bank. It has a bill inside of it. There's a slot for you to put coins inside, and typically on a piggy bank there's an opening or a plug in the bottom where you can take the money out. This doesn't have an opening or a lid or anything like that, but my grandfather could remove the money from the box, and he would do it as simply as this. My brothers and I, we had no idea how he did this. Imagine a bunch of little blonde boys all sitting in a row in height succession on the sofa, intently watching each other, trying to solve the puzzle. We had no clue. Our dad walked through the room and we said, "Dad, do you know this secret?" And he said, "Yes, I do." And we watched, and he took it, and he put it behind his back so we couldn't see, and he solved the puzzle. We had no idea how we sat there for hours. My grandfather wasn't a magician. The reason he had this, he just wanted to stop us from running around the house. So that's why he had these. And with that in mind, I brought a bunch of these with me to keep you guys from running around the room. I'm going to hand these out amongst you so you don't get a chance to take a... Gravity sucks. I'm going to hand them to the various section. This section is going to get this first one. You look at that one for a moment, then hand it to him. And that one should stay in this section. Do not hand it across that aisle. Here's one for the center section. It should stay here. Again, don't hand it across these aisles. That should stay in the middle section.
Where'd you get there?
You guys
Money,
look at
huh?
it for a few moments and then make sure it works its way back. Don't hog the boxes, okay? And I'm coming over to this section. You're
It's
in
like a
that
$20
section.
bill?
Put your hand
$100
down
bill?
now, guys. This one should stay in this section. And because this is a big area, I'm going to start this one back here, and it should work its way along and hand it back. At the end of the show, how do I get through? At the end of the show, I'll open it in front of you. I won't put it behind my back. I won't cover
How much
it up.
money?
This one here. This one should work its way back that way.
Looks like 100. Is that
I
what
won't
it is?
cover it up.
In there.
Pass.
That looks like $100 bill.
There we go. Watch your hand. Watch your hand.
A real one?
And in fact, they won't wait till the end of the show. I'll go right now. I'll open it in front of you. I'll take the money out of the box, put the money back inside. It works as simply as that. You guys got it? Of course not. Why would I let you look? That's the kind of thing that got me interested in magic at a very, very early age. By the time I was 10, I was doing shows. By the time I was 12, I was getting paid to do shows. By the time I was 15, I was winning international competitions. At 18, I was doing 150 shows a year while going to university, getting my Bachelor of Commerce honors degree. And when I graduated, I started traveling all over the world performing. And got hired when I was in Las Vegas to go on Royal Viking Cruise Line, which at the time was the top cruise line in the world. They've since got out of business because all their clientele died. Every major cruise line has a kids program because of that. That's actually for real. Okay. I was in Las Vegas to get some playing cards. I mentioned to the guy at the store that I was a magician. He says, "Oh, you want marked cards?" I said, "No, I want normal cards. I have my skills." He says, "No, we sell marked cards." I said, "Look, I want unmarked cards." He said, "No, we sell them in bulk." I said, "I want unmarked cards." He said, "We'll give you a deal." I said, "Unmarked cards." This is what he sold me.
They're unmarked.
Unmarked cards. I didn't like that guy. I tried playing solitaire. It really sucked. You'd have to imagine what the cards might be. If I were to imagine like the two of diamonds, I'd wave my hand, and the two of diamonds would print itself. I know.
Yeah,
But it has no back. Because when you think of the two of diamonds, you're not thinking of the back of the card, you're thinking of the two of diamonds. If you think of the back, you wave your hand, the back will print itself. But not on the back of the two of diamonds, on the back of the deck, which is why it's called the back. It has no front, because the front's on the front of the deck, which is where it's supposed to be. If I think of a different card, like let's say I thought of like the King of Clubs, I'd wave my hand, the King of Clubs will print itself. Again, it has no back. The back's on the back of the deck, which is where it's supposed to be, which has no front, because the front's on the front of the deck, which is where it's supposed to be. If I think of a three of spades, I'd wave my hand, the three of spades will print itself. Again, it has no back, the back's on the back of the deck, which is where it's supposed to be, which has no front, because the front's on the front of the deck, which is supposed to be, the other cards, they stay blank. But if I wave my hand many, many times over the cards, and all the cards will print themselves, front and back. Each and every card now printed. Voila. I come out here amongst you, I grab a felt marker, gentleman here on the end. Just reach on in, just take one out, any one you'd like. It's not an ace, is it? It's not a jack, queen, or a king, is it? A red card or a black card, is it? Take the marker, nice and large, at least an inch tall. Every time I say this, they do it really tiny. Really big, print your name on the front of the card, just your first name. This will, oh, I've got that for you. This will identify the card in case you ever see it again. You'll know it's the very same card, nice and big. So we'll identify the card in case you ever see it again. You'll know it's the very same card. You still have his writing on it. Got that? Take that marker back from you. Cap that up. Put this up here. You get that? Yep. Are you in there? All right, that's his card, that's his card, that's his card. He's written something on it to identify it in case you ever see it again. That's his card, that's his card. That card goes here inside the deck. Ooh. Talk about shuffling. Now I can find your card simply by looking through the cards and looking for the one with the writing. That's the easy way. I won't do that. I'll use a very unusual technique, rarely seen on the stage. It's called sleight of mouth. Sleight of mouth. Of not on top. No. Of not on bottom. In the middle. The middle. No. Was that a call? No. No?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Was that a call? No. No?
I said 52 times, so get it right.
gonna come out in its food.
It's gonna come out.
Yeah, it's gonna come out the mouth. Oh, he's starting to foam.
Oh my word.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Was that your card?
Oh wow.
Here's a little souvenir for you of your voyage on the beautiful Melanie. Damn, where we are.
Yeah.
Here's a quick one. Here's a quick one. Here's a quick one, folks. Here's a quick one.
That was a speed trick.
I told you it's a quick one. We can do it slower, but it's fun to do it fast. All right. I showed you that. Oh, why does magic work? Works for a variety of reasons. I'm going to perform a particular trick for you, then I will explain how it works and why it works. These are two very different things, and it's usually overlooked. The why is usually overlooked. I'm going to explain the psychology behind it. If you already know this one, please don't give it away. I will explain to everyone at the same time. It uses a magic wand, an albino magic wand, but a magic wand nevertheless. I'm going to squeeze it in my hand. I'm going to squeeze my wrist very tightly to try to slow down the flow of blood to the hand. And the wand will cling. The way that it works, it fools people for a very good reason. It fools people because you think in packets of information, you think very rapidly. It's actually easier for me to fool a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer because they're thinking very quickly. If you were to ask a 2-year-old to show you 4 fingers, they will not raise their hand and do this. They will raise their hand and count 1, 2, 3, 4. If you wait 10 seconds and ask them again, they will not raise their hand having just done that. They will raise their hand again and count 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not going to count my fingers. I gave you this visual snapshot, this image. I gave you justification of why I was doing it, to slow down the flow of blood. Whether you believe it or not, I've implanted that suggestion. You have this picture in your head. So when I swing my arm over here and extend my index finger, you're not going to count my fingers. You're going to go through a list of things. What might be holding it? Is there something sticky on the wand or on my hand or both, like contact cement? Is there a thread involved in some way? Are magnets involved? Is my ring involved? And you will eliminate these things from your checklist, but that's what you're going to do. Now, if you're going to do this one at home, the best way is actually to have a long sleeve rather than a short sleeve, because then your fingers actually get caught up in the cuff, and they simply cannot count your fingers if they're really younger children who are more likely to do that. Also, you don't need to use a magic wand like this. You could simply use I think I got one down here. Yes, I do. You could use a pencil, and you can do the trick with a pencil, just the same. You can do it with a pencil, okay? And then, what's really cool is you can take a pencil and split it into 2. Would you like to know how that works? Yeah, I bet you would. Here's the beauty of this. Here's the beauty. If you're going to do it, the reason it works the second time is because you already knew how it worked. So I used a different method, and that fooled you because you were looking for the first method. Okay? Let's say you do this trick for your grandchildren. Let's say you do it at school for your friends. Maybe one of the kids jumps over the back of the desk and sees it from the back, and they see that the finger's there. Okay? Or same thing with your grandchildren. They jump over the sofa. Or maybe you just decide you're going to teach it to them. Okay? So now they know this. Then you do the second method. The second method requires a watch. There's the extra finger. And that goes there. That's what holds the pencil. Now, you already knew, you expected the finger to be holding it. And because you expected the finger, I covered it up with my finger. I actually did, you don't have to do that, but I gave you a quick glance to confirm what you already knew, that a finger's holding